happens when you don't open book mail for 2 months. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Joanne, and yeah, I've not opened a single book package for the last 2 months. I have let them pile up and we're going to open them together today. I'm going to move this pile because I want to sit there. You can move over here temporarily. Ooh-wee. Right. So where to start? Yeah, I've not opened a single book package for the last 2 months. Maybe just over a month. I'm probably exaggerating with 2 months. But it actually might be 2 months. I've got like 2 months worth of Fairyloot subscriptions here. I've definitely got March, and I'm fairly certain I've also got February here. So yeah, I think it is like 2 months. So where to start? I think I will start with these ones here. These are all from Waterstones. These are all pre-orders that I've neglected. So yeah, I actually can't remember what's in here. This is like Christmas. It's gonna be great. So yeah, grab yourself a drink. I've got a nice crispy cake. Yes. And buckle up, because this is gonna take a while. All right, I have no idea what's on the top. We're just gonna go from up here. The only thing about doing this is that I know I'm going to have a big pile of cardboard to clean up afterwards. Okay, yeah, this is definitely 2 months because this is a February release. Oopsie! I can't actually get it out. There we go. So, first up we have The Witch and the Wolf, which is the sequel to The Bell Witches. This is the Waterstones edition because look at those sprayed edges. Yes, please. I bought this to match my Waterstones edition of The Bell Witches. That's all. It does feel like an October read to me, so I'll probably wait until then. The first book was released in October, and this was supposed to be released in October just gone, but it got pushed back to February. Doesn't feel like a February read to me, so I'm gonna wait, I think, to read it because it's witches and werewolves, and if witches and werewolves don't scream October, then I don't know what does. So yeah, but pretty. I'm gonna put those there. Ooh. So this is the Waterstones edition of Cleopatra with gorgeous sprayed edges once more. I've heard, oh, look at those end papers. Ooh, she's fancy. Oh, that is beautiful. Wow. Yeah, I have heard incredible things about not only this book, but this author. I do have another book by Sarah L. Arifi, I think that's how you say it, on my shelf that I've not yet read. But yeah, I've heard incredible things. So I need to get to this, up to her writing ASAP. Good font size as well. So yeah, that'll be a great read. Probably put that straight on my TBR cart. Next we have, okay, so here's where I messed up because I actually had the proof copy of this that I want to read. It was on my TBR last month, but reading slump hit, so it hasn't yet been read, but I will read it. And you know, I always like to get a finished copy even if I'm sent the proof, because that's how we support authors. You know, the books don't buy themselves, so where I can and where, you know, if I've read it and I enjoy it, I'll always buy the book. But yeah, this is so exciting for me. I actually pre-ordered this before I was sent the proof copy anyway, so all the more reason to get it read. This is a vampire hunter romantasy situation, so very excited to read it. Next. Okay. It's this one. actually only arrived a couple of days ago and kind of prompted me that I really need to do this video. So this is Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. This is a debut novel and I have heard incredible things about it. I know lots of people have been kind of talking about this pre-release and just raving about it, and apparently this is like debut of the year. So yeah, it sounded really good. Natalie lives a perfect traditional lifestyle and her followers are sick with envy. Her charming farmhouse on her working ranch is artfully cluttered, her husband is a handsome cowboy, and her homemade sourdough balls are even more beautiful than the last. So what if there are nannies and producers and industrial grade ovens behind the scenes? What her followers don't know won't hurt them. Then, one morning, Natalie wakes up in a strange, horrible version of reality. Her home, her husband, her children, they're all familiar, but something's off. Is this a hoax, a reality show, a test from God? Natalie knows just two things for sure. This isn't her perfect life, and she must escape by any means possible. As darkly funny as it is shocking and gripping, Yesteryear is an electrifying examination of tradition, fame, faith, and the grand performance of womanhood from a thrilling new talent in fiction. So yeah, this is like a kind of commentary on social media and the kind of the perfect or seemingly perfect lives that we see on screen, and kind of then as a dystopian take on that, what happens if, you know, that was your life and all of that is stripped away. So yeah, really intrigued by this one, and can't wait to read it. I think this has got to be read very soon, because yeah.
A few moments later.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going to be here for ages if I sit and look at every book. Ooh, these sprayed edges are gorgeous. One thing I hate about Waterstones packaging is that they're really difficult to get out, and I don't want to scuff the corners. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this Kingdom Will Not Kill Me by Ilona Andrews. This is another very recent arrival. It's only just come out. This is the Waterstones edition, and this is the start of a brand new series, I believe. This sounds really good. That's sometimes I like read a synopsis when I'm pre-ordering books and go, that sounds amazing, and then by the time it comes I'll completely forget what it's about. But yeah, so this one, the tagline is, she knows exactly how their story ends, now she's fighting to rewrite it. So I think this is a character who ends up basically in the pages of a fantasy book that she loves. And she knows how these characters' story goes, and she's trying to rewrite it because she doesn't want it to end how she knows it ends. So yeah, essentially that is the basic premise of it, but it sounds really interesting. I really like that concept, so yeah, very excited to read that one. I need a drink. Next up, yes, I'm so excited to read this. This sounds so interesting. So normally in fantasy books, the characters have their own power. It's within them. They're either born with it or they discover it or come by it in some way. But in this, the swords that they use hold the power. And so depending on the sword that you're using, that you're wielding, the sort of power that you get. So the tagline is claim your sword, claim your fate. But yes, this is by, oh, it's signed. How lovely. This is by Alex Astor, who wrote the Lilac series, which I've not read. I don't know if I will read. We will see if I enjoy her writing. But Lilac is a YA fantasy series, whereas this is Alex Astor's debut adult fantasy. So yeah, really looking forward to this. I've heard really good things from those who luckily managed to get early copies. But yeah, can't wait to dive in. Okay, last up on the Waterstones packages is this beastie one. I know one of the books in here because I ordered it as a replacement copy for a book that arrived damaged. But I can't for the life of me remember what the other book in here is. Oh, I'm just really hoping that this isn't damaged, because the first copy came bubble wrapped and it was damaged. This one isn't bubble wrapped, so oh no, it's okay. It's okay. So Iron Flame, they re-released the Waterstones exclusive editions of the Fourth Wing series in its level of state of completedness. So I managed to get my hands on those. Like I say, the first copy of this one that I ordered arrived damaged. So I ordered this one to replace it, and luckily not damaged. Also the news that Rebecca Yarros has started writing the fourth book in this series. I can't wait. I need to know what happens. Like, I need to know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I am going to reread this series when that book has been announced, like release date has been announced. But yeah, I love this series so much. So good. Okay, and then the other book in here is actually to go with my special edition of The Christmas Tree Farm, which I got for Christmas, and that is the Pumpkin Spice Cafe hardcover sprayed edge edition. So yeah, we just got that. Okay, so that's the Waterstones pre-order packages. Now let's go on to subscription books. Although I say that, the first one isn't a subscription, it was a like pre-order standalone, I don't know what you call it, but just like one of their special editions that aren't in the subscription. Oh, I should have brought scissors. I didn't think this through. Yeah. The thing with this book is that I don't actually own the first book of the Fairyloot edition. I'm still trying to get my hands on it for a reasonable price. And then when they released more, I say released more, they released their excess stock of it, they went in like 30 seconds. Like, I was stuck in that queue for an obscene amount of time. This is before they changed the queuing system. And it just kept booting me out. I got so frustrated, and I'm still really annoyed about it. And then literally as soon as they sold out, they started going up on Vinted for like £300. Like, you don't even have the book yet. How are you reselling a book that literally has not arrived with you because you just bought it? Anyway, I'm gonna get angry about it. So the book in question is the Fairyloot edition of Fallen Stars by Imani Eriu. I read this was like I think Heavenly Bodies was my first read of this year. And I can't get into this. And I absolutely adored it, and then abandoned my TBR to dive straight into Fallen Stars, and again loved it. Like, this series is so good. So I really wanted the Fairyloot editions. So I have Fallen Stars now, which I'm really, really happy about, even if I don't have Heavenly Bodies yet. Like, oh, it's so gorgeous. But yeah, if anyone wants to, you know, resell Heavenly Bodies for face value, I would really appreciate it. Please message me. One day. Like I will get it. I need to hold out hope. So yeah, there we go. I feel like I'm gonna need to start a new pile here. Moving along. There we go. Okay, next is my pre-order of the Lilac Library's edition of Quicksilver, which, to be honest, until I got the dispatch notification, I'd completely forgotten about. And yeah, I should have opened this because there is a damage, like a dent / hole in the box. So I really hope it's okay. I'm sure it will be fine. I'm sure it is wrapped. Like you can see, it's in hex paper. So I've never had anything from Lilac Libraries before, but I love their editions. So look at this cute box. Yeah. So this is exciting. I read Quicksilver. Oh, it was the very last book I read of 2025 actually, because I finished it an hour before midnight on New Year, and really enjoyed it. So I then ordered this edition. What a lovely art print that came with it. Nice. Okay, yeah, there's plenty of packing paper, and it's also in tissue paper within this, so I think it's going to be safe. Oh, look, it's so pretty. Can I like slide this out without damaging the tissue paper, do you think? No. Let's just get a little in there. Oh, it's so pretty. Look how gorgeous. I mean, you've probably all seen this at this stage. But yeah. Nice artwork. The naked hardcover is gorgeous. Let's just remove that momentarily to appreciate this in all its beauty. Wow. And then the end paper's at the back. I'm very happy with this edition. This was well worth the wait. A, for it to arrive, because I feel like mine came later than a lot of people's, but B, for me to actually open it. So there we go. I'm glad it's in one piece, because otherwise I would be in trouble. Okay, I need to move some of this cardboard for a moment because I have no room. Okay, next up, so I think / hope, I'm just going to check, this is February's Fairyloot. Yes. Yeah, this is definitely February's. I had to think for a moment there. So you've probably all seen these on other people's channels by now because I am late to the party. But let's just have a quick look through. Oh, that is, wow, that's so pretty. I love that artwork. I was quite hesitant about this edition of this actually, but seeing it in person, I should show you. Yeah, seeing it in person makes me feel a lot better about it. Oh, wow, okay. That is so pretty. I want an art print of this because that is gorgeous. Oh, The naked hardcover is beautiful as well. I love it when it's just like a full piece of art on the hardcover. Oh, and then there's obviously like the reversible dust jacket. So the original is in much brighter colours, so it's like, I think it's like yellow and purple, whereas this has obviously gone for the cool tones. It's very pretty. But yeah, I've also heard wonderful things about this book, so I'm really looking forward to reading it and getting out of my reading slump. Oh, look at those together. Don't they look pretty? Okay, next one. So this is the combo box, by the way. So I get all three. I get the Romantasy, Adult and YA. I did sort of question whether I want to continue on with my Fairyloot subscriptions because they are so expensive. And I don't always love the picks, but this box is hitting. So which one is this? Romantasy box is Half City by Kate Golden. Oh, those edges are beautiful. Like I say, I just don't think cameras do this justice. Yeah, gorgeous. Keep your daggers sharp and your wits even sharper. Hell yeah. This is an urban romantasy, I think. I've not read any urban fantasy in a long time. I'm trying to think of the last one that I read. So this could be something quite different to read, and hopefully I enjoy it. The final book that we have here is, oh, my dust jacket's all wonky on this. That's annoying. Not wrapped up properly. Is Weaving Shore by Hiba Al-Wasiti, I think. I love the artwork on this. It's so detailed. It's literally like a ballpoint pen. Every single stroke has been drawn in. This is that. Now, I'm not a huge fan of people on naked hardcovers. I prefer other ones, but it's still really pretty. There's the end papers. And then the sprayed edges. I like that. So yeah, that's quite nice. I'm just a bit annoyed about dust jacket, but I can probably straighten that out myself. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Fixed. Next up is the March Illumicrate box. I have no idea what book this. Or do I? No, I have no idea what book this is. So I feel like I need something to get into this. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I do know where this is. So, this is a book that I feel like everyone was talking about pre-release, and I've not heard anyone say anything about it since. So, I don't know if that's a good thing, but I am really, really looking forward to reading this. So the book is Aicha. I think that's how you say it. I don't actually know. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But this artwork is gorgeous. So inside it says Temptress, Monster, Warrior. The Portuguese flag has been planted across Morocco, its empire ruling with an iron fist. But eventually all empires must fall. Aicha, the daughter of a Moroccan freedom fighter, was born for battle. She has witnessed the death of her people, their starvation and torture at the hands of the occupiers, and it has awakened an anger within her, an anger that burns hot and bright and speaks to Aisha's soul. Aisha tells the tale of Morocco's warrior goddess, her strange magic, vicious rebellion, and devastating romance. This is a story of female rage, yes, and lesser-known myths that will sear you to the bone. I can't wait. That's so exciting. So here we have the end papers. The naked hardcover is beautiful. And then the back as well. I feel like there was a time, not too long ago, where Illumicrate's books, the book choices themselves and the designs just weren't doing it for me. But recently, I feel like they have just been knocking it out of the park, like stunner after stunner. So yeah, there we have it. And then now is the time for the March Fairyloot. I feel like we're well into April now, so it's okay. I feel like you've probably all seen them anyway. But this is the March Fairyloot box. I did consider doing this in a separate video, but it would have been like 2 minutes long. So we're just doing it here. She's heavy. So the first book in here, I do actually already have the Waterstones edition of. I have not done it in this haul because that one I did open. And there was enough to see here. So yeah, let's see if I prefer this one or the Waterstones. Be curious. So this is from the Fantasy box, and it is The Last Starborn Seer by Venetia Constantine. Oh, she's pretty. Wow. Okay, this is gorgeous actually. The sprayed edges are fairly standard this time, but that cover, yes. Ooh. Ooh, I love all of the colours. This is making my heart so happy. Oh, oh. Yeah, okay, this is gorgeous. I was a little bit worried that I wasn't gonna love it, but it is so pretty. I feel, again, like the camera will not do this justice, but just know that this is gorgeous, okay? Stunning. Part of that world. Sorry, the theme for... That's so out of context. The theme for the Romantasy box is part of your world. So I started singing The Little Mermaid. This is The Wicked Sea, and this is gorgeous. When I saw that the book pick was this, I was a bit like, oh, well, you know. But seeing it is making me want to read it, because that is a pretty cover. So yeah. This is an enemies to lover romantasy. A mermaid battles hatred and lust for the wretched warlock who saved her life. Okay, sounds fun. Gorgeous end papers. I just love all of these pinks and purples. They are beautiful. Yeah, those end papers are a winner. And those are the back ones. Okay, the final book of this haul. I have no idea what this book is, actually. This is the YA pick. What's the theme? The theme was Dangerous Devotion. This is dragons. I am disappointed that there is not a dragon on the front cover. I'm not gonna lie. So the book is Her Hidden Fire. Welcome to Domain, spelt Domhain. A world where dragons soar and skies and elite families wield magical powers. Now, I know was it around this time last year? Or last year at some point, A Language of Dragons was the Fairyloot book. And both of my friends have read that and loved it. I still need to read it. But this feels like quite similar vibes-wise. So, yeah, okay. We've got dragon in the end papers, so, and on the naked hardcover. All right, it's not too bad. So those are the end papers there. It's there. And then the naked hardcover again. Gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. And those spreadsheets, I think, are my favourite. They are beautiful. I love the little scene in the bottom and then the kind of columns with the dragon peeking through. So yeah, that's lovely. Gorgeous edges. That's all in for me on the edges. Okay, that's it. That was the last book. Like I say, I haven't shared with you the books that I had already opened. So I got the Waterstones edition of Last Albunsia. I also got Inamorata. I also got Inamorata by Ava Reid, which I opened as soon as that one arrived. And then I have actually bought a couple of books here and there as well, just paperbacks, like backlist ones. Nothing too exciting, but I may have increased my TBR when I'm supposed to be decreasing it. So yeah, I need to get back on the book train, the reading train specifically. But that concludes a very satisfying book haul and unboxing. So I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any of these books, or you know which ones you're most interested in. And yeah, I think I need to go on a book buying ban. April is going to be book buying ban month, I think. It's my birthday in May, so I can't really put myself on a book buying ban in May, realistically, but at least for 1 month I'm gonna abstain and we're not gonna buy any more books. So yeah, especially because I've not finished a book in the last month. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Please do consider liking and subscribing to my channel. There are 3,000 of you on here now. Thank you so much for that little milestone. That made me very happy. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you for the next one. Bye!